Black Style Houston with Lloyd Gite.
I'm talking with Deborah Cannon. She's the CEO and the president of the Houston Zoo. Tell me about this incredible gorilla habitat.
Well, it's 2 acres, and we've been working on it for about 4.5 years. So we started with a concept. We knew we wanted to bring gorillas back to the zoo because it's the most asked for animal that we don't currently have, because as you may recall, we had one and he died about 11 years ago. So we've wanted to bring them back, but we wanted to bring them back in with a group, and we have 2 groups actually. And we wanted to bring them back in a very naturalistic exhibit. So we designed this so that you would feel like you were in Africa. I have been lucky enough to trek with the gorillas in Africa, and this is exactly the way you see them there. So, and in fact, we've had other zoo people come in and they've said, oh my goodness, it feels like we're in Africa. And so we want our guests to experience them as they did. Now we have 2 groups. They cannot be together. We have 3 what we call bachelors, 3 single males, and they get along very well as long as there are no females around. So the 3 of those are out at sometimes, and then right now we have a family group sitting out here, 3 females and a silverback male. And they explore all over the exhibit, so they're all over, and we know they're very happy here.
I understand you're going to be having more gorillas come. Tell me a little bit about that.
We have 1 more gorilla coming, which we will put, another female that we will put with the family group. So the family group has 1 silverback male who is 31, has a female who's 40, she came from New Orleans Zoo, 2 females who came from the Bronx Zoo. They are 25 and her 13-year-old daughter, and then we're getting another 40-year-old from another zoo.
This whole project cost right under $30 million. Tell me about that.
Our budget was actually 29, so we came in just slightly under it. And what we did is we started with the outside perimeter. And if you can look behind me, we built a 16-foot berm or hill. So finally in Houston we have a hill. And then we planted a forest on it. We did that over 2 years ago because we wanted to have a forest grown up on that hill by the time we opened, which you can see we do. And then we built all the structures over the last 18 months. So we have 3 viewing areas outside. Well, actually we've got an inside air-conditioned viewing area where you can get right next to the gorillas. Then we have 2 elevated platforms that you're looking out over the yards outside. And then we can go inside into our Gite Gallery, and you can see the day room that they will be in at times. And you can also learn a lot more about our conservation efforts. In fact, you can from all the signage all around.
Now tell me a little bit about what I call the Safari Lodge.
The Safari Lodge is what actually we're calling it the Treehouse now, and that is a very, very special event space that is available for private events. We have a table that will seat 40 people, and it's actually 10 separate tables that's magnificent, made from 1 solid tree. You've got windows out on one side that look into an off-exhibit back holding yard where you can have gorillas, where we do have gorillas many times, and they're platforms. And so if you're in there during the day, you're as likely as not to have a gorilla looking in the window at you and kind of supervising your meeting. And then we also have a great balcony that you can walk out and you can look at the expanse, most of the expanse of this exhibit. It's very long, as I say, it's 2 acres, so it's hard to see it all from one venue.
Thank you. We've been talking with Deborah Cannon. She is the CEO and the president of the Houston Zoo, and we are taking a look at the gorilla habitat.
Black Style Houston with Lloyd Gite.